Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Metroid. Samus returns. Last time we defeated my demons by shooting them in the face and acquired the final upgrade of the game, the Powerbombs, which means it is time we do some backtracking. And oh boy, we've got a lot of backtracking to do. So much so that I had to cut out about an hour and 30 minutes of just, me not getting the things and me doing the backtracking. So yes, this is post commentary, but our first destination is Area 5, as we pretty much completed Area 6's backtracking that we can do right now. There is stuff inside of Area 7, but we're gonna get that as we go along. But for right now, we're gonna be going to Area 5, and then going to 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then the surface. And if you could not tell by the episode length, yes, we are really in this for the long haul. So, first things first, in Area 5, there is where that time-stopping door is. Right here, there is a missile tank expansion. You can look in the map to see where I'm at for each one. The main reason why I'm doing commentary for this is to show that, which area is going into which. You might notice there is a Powerbomb Door right there. We're going to be doing a lot of Powerbomb Door exploding. There's quite a few of them in the game. And as you can see, I only have 3 Powerbombs just because I used a few. So, time stopping. Running across. And Powerbomb. So, open this door to get another Powerbomb. That's pretty much what you're going to be getting for the most part when it comes to Powerbomb doors are other Powerbombs. Very few occasions it'll be a super missile, an Aeon tank, or something else. So, that takes care of that. So let us move on to another spot in the area. This spot is where we got that energy tank from beforehand. You need to go on the wall right here. And once you line it up just right, Powerbomb away to get another Powerbomb. So, now that we're done with that, another spot in the area, Powerbomb Door in the giant room where the Metroid carcass is. You might notice that there is space poison ivy. We're going to navigate our way through this. This one is one of the rare ones that I believe is an Aeon tank and not a Powerbomb. Oh, bird dookie. And an Aeon tank is ours. So, let us now complete the map, make sure that everything's all good, and let us now head off to another spot in the area. This room is a room that I was messing around with a lot when we were first in Area 5. And the reason why I couldn't get the upgrade here is because I needed Screw Attack for a missile tank expansion. So, next up, we go more towards the end of Area 5. Towards an area that has fans on it. So, we need a Powerbomb. Ba-boom. And you can notice that we need Grapple Beam right here. So, Grapple Beam, go. Now, there is one expansion in Area 5 I can get that I did not get at this point, and that is that I can still get, I should say. The reason why I am not choosing to get it right now, and instead I'm going to be going to Area 4 now, is because I need something else in order to be able to get the rest of the power-ups in Area 5. But there is one that I can get right now. I just took a wrong path. It would have taken too long to do stuff, and I was recording this on a bit of a time crunch, I will admit. But for right here, you might notice these right here will require Screw Attack, which, hey, we happen to have. Let's go through. So, go right here. Super Missile Block. Super Missile Blocks generally guard Super Missiles. And Super Missile Tank acquired. So, let us go to another area in Area 4, where we had run away from our demons. In this area, there are a lot of expansions that you will have missed. So, go right there. You need time slowing for this, or a little squishy dude in order to eat those blocks. We'll find out who that little squishy dude is later. But for right now, completing the map right here. Those are all mine blocks. I have no time to deal with that, so Powerbomb away. And missile tank acquired. So, continuing where we ended up running away from our demons, I get the next upgrade, which should be the missile tank that is over this way. Do not care, because at this point I have so much health it doesn't really even matter. So, we got a missile tank, power bomb, and missile tank acquired. So, now that we have that, let us go up the other pathway. I tried to go this way, but I am unable to. So we're going to just cut to that one because there's no way to go forward here. That was me being stupid. So, let us go and get that Aeon tank that is up over that way. It's right here. And you can get this one at any time you want. But I decided to save the backtracking for when I got power bombs, hence why we're just getting it now. So, next up, we have the upper pathway right over here. If you remember, this door right here would be shot down and closed too fast for us, so we need to have the time-stopping ability in order to keep that door open. So, go on through. Blow that up. Get a super missile tank. Next up, we have, I believe, which one is this one? Right. We have a Powerbomb Door, well, Powerbomb section that we needed to use in order to get into here. This one requires you to use about 3 power bombs, so make sure that you have 3 power bombs for the section. There is a way you can finagle it that you can basically only use 2 power bombs, but it's a little bit risky because it requires the ricocheting for bouncing off the red spikes to be precise, which it never is. So, next up, we have that lava section in Area 4 that is over this way. So let us climb on up. Let's get a little bit of, alright, no health, I guess. This is why I waited for the gravity suit as well as for the screw attack, because otherwise you will take a lot of damage. So, that takes care of that. And go down over this way. And if you remember, there's an energy tank right here that required screw attack to be able to get to. So, energy tank acquired. And finally, we have one more upgrade to get inside of Area 4. Requires power bombs, I believe. No, it requires plasma beam to get to the door, which is over this way, right over here. You can see the little green on the map right there. So, let us cut to that. And cut to the inside of the room. You need time stop for this, or screw attack to get right here. You need to use the grapple beam. I was thinking you had to use the use power bombs, so I used a couple power bombs thinking like that, and I was an idiot, spent about 5 minutes on this area, when in reality you just need grapple beam for that missile tank expansion. With that, we are now pretty much done with Area 4. So, next stop, we're going to be moving on to Area 5. We're going to be moving on to Area 3, which was one of the longer areas for me, which was kind of annoying. Area 5, not a fun area. Area 5, I keep doing that because I'm going in descending order. I'm thinking differently. Area 3. Area 3, at the bottom where the water is, you needed the gravity suit in order to get this missile tank expansion. These 2 blocks up here are missile blocks. As you can see right here, they are missile blocks. So you need to have the gravity suit in order to be able to even jump high enough to be able to do that. So, missile tank acquired. Next up, we're continuing in the little water area right here. Going up and down and all around. Area 3 I got lost in a little bit, I will admit, and I didn't mean to. But let us go up. Through this door right here. Where there is more water puzzles, and you might notice there's that fan right there. Well, you know what I say to that fan? I say, meet the Powerbomb. Opens that up. Go down here. Go right through here. I'm trying to get my bearings here because I'm like, okay, how do I do this? Because that's a super missile tank. That's one of those rocks. So I can't break that. Go down and do a morph ball. Ow. Ow. There we go. Break that. Okay, that's a missile one. So we're going to need time stop for this as well. So to make sure that that missile block doesn't go back. Wow, you need a lot for this one, actually. Right. That. Stop. Go across, and super missile tank acquired. That's one of the longer, arduous processes for that one. So, next we're gonna go to another area inside of Area 3. This one, I believe, is gonna be requiring a power bomb. We have a super missile block right here that will get you out quickly and connect the area together. So just destroy that block. And here we are in another area right here. Come up over this way. You can notice there is a super missile door. Okay, this isn't the power bomb one I'm thinking of. So, super missile door open. There's a super missile behind it. Not dealing with this crap. Power bomb. Trying to go around, forgetting that, hey, that one's open right there. Oh, darn. Gotta waste power bombs. Good thing the enemies just dropped these. And it's another super missile for us. So, next up, we are going into a lava area. This one in particular is where we fought one of the Alpha Metroids. It requires the gravity suit for this one, otherwise you're going to take a lot of damage. And I don't think you can actually jump up to this one. No, actually you can get this one if you end up pulling that aside and then deciding on using the spider ball, but it gets you a super missile either way. You can use spider ball to get across, but it will take a lot of damage. Here is where we fought a Gamma Metroid. There's a Powerbomb Door right here. Blow up this. Powerbomb. Get through the space poison ivy to get ourselves another power bomb. So, next up, we've got more backtracking to do in Area 3. This time, we are going to be going this way. Remember, this area is on the sides. You can see where the elevator is. This is where the first main elevator is after you go down from it. Kind of tedious because you need to go between a lot of rooms to pull out some grapple beam blocks just to be able to get this one. So, grapple beam. Technically speaking, I believe this is an Aeon tank. You could have gotten this the moment you got grapple beam, but again, was saving a lot of the backtracking for when I got power bombs. So here we are now. Ouch. You know, how does regular fire hurt me but lava does not? No. Yep. Oh, look, little mini demons. So, Aeon tank acquired. So, that deals with that. That is one of the last Aeon tanks in the game. Go over this way. don't care about damage at all, because I have so many, you know, energy tanks that it really doesn't matter. So, our next stop is up the elevator. Should I have cut this out, or is this just a trek that I just forgot? This might be a trek that I just forgot. I know some people aren't gonna like that I'm just doing the cutting from one thing to another, but let me tell you, otherwise we'd be doing backtracking for about 4 parts. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I have time for that. I was the one who recorded it. But, go down over this way. Oh, I know which one I'm going after right now. Through right here. You might notice there is a thing right there. Powerbomb. Destroys everything in sight. Go down here. Boop. Boop. There's a powerbomb right there. Just making sure there's nothing I'm missing. I know I'm wasting powerbombs, but you get 20 of the dang things in the game by the end of it. Oh, darn it. You get 20 power bombs total in the game. The total for all the weapons is 264 missiles, total of 35 super missiles, finally, a total of 20 power bombs. And we're gonna get a majority of the power bombs right now. So that's why I have no qualms with using power bombs like crazy. But there we go. Our next destination is where a Metroid was. This Metroid was, I believe, an alpha. And it required screw attack to get this item. It, I believe, is going to be a... you know what? This might have been a gamma. I don't know. I don't remember. That shows how bad I am with this game. But either way, screw attack up here. Screw attack for a while. This is also when I started to get recording mishaps. So if you see some frame droppage, I apologize. Because this is where my program started dropping frames, not the capture card or the game, the program. But yep. And we get a missile tank. So, next up, last part of area, one of the last parts of area 3, where we release the digging demon of death. We need a time stop for this one right here. So get your time stop ready. Run across. And that will just lead you to another way. This one's kind of out of the way, I will admit. It's gonna kill you. Man, I didn't even get what I needed, right? Bring a missile. Get a super missile. A little bit elaborate, but it'll work. Right? Grapple Beam. And with that, we are almost done with the area. We have a few little things here and there left to get. This is also where the game started dropping frames again, so it was like, alright. So, let us go towards our next destination. Right, kill them. Down. Get more Aeon, because I use a lot of it. I could be the oncoming storm. I don't care, though. I also don't care about taking chip damage, as you can tell. Well, I care later. Alright, so we got an Aeon tank right there. How do we get to said Aeon tank? Scan the area. Nothing new there. Might go through. Right, there it is. Gotta go through the little hole right here. And we need Grapple Beam, and we need, more importantly, the Spazer to get the Aeon tank. So, that is one of the last Aeon tanks in the game. Now, I believe the last thing we are going to do in this area is go by where the Chozo lock is, over here because there is an item over there. So, let us go over right here. This one, I believe, requires time stop. Technically speaking, I guess you can jump over this easier as well. But this is kind of an annoying area because these are splody bugs that actually do damage. Well, I mean, all splody bugs do damage, but these kind of splody bugs more so, as you can tell. And all this for a missile tank. And missile tank acquired. With that, I believe we are done with Area 3 100%. Yep. So, next up, Area 2. So with Area 2, we are first going in the room that is very tall, trying to fill out the map too, because remember, I ended up at some point making this a 100% map run, and it's a good thing I'm filling out this map because we have a missile expansion right here. Next up, we're going to go to the other side after space jumping for a while, to where we fought an Alpha Metroid. This Alpha Metroid had a super missile door inside the room, right here. So, super missile, go through, completely missed the door, good job me. Keep getting hit by enemies. Right. Nope. Samus. Samus. Nope. And what do we get for this one? We get a super missile. So, break this, break that, break this, and the super missile is ours. Next up, we need a power bomb in order to get ourselves an Aeon tank. So, I just did the power bomb in order to get this to all reveal. I guess I was wrong. I thought it was an Aeon tank. Oh no, I know which one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of something later. Or earlier, I should say. But we need these super missiles to get another super missile expansion. Next up, we are going to be going by where we got the Varia suit originally, through that magma area in Area 2. No, actually, this is the one that we need the oncoming storm. I'm thinking of one later. We need the oncoming storm to break that little pustule. Open this up to get a missile tank. Luckily, this one's right next to a teleporter, so we can just teleport on out of here. So we have 80% done. So our next destination, I believe, is going to be by Space Jump, where we need to have the plasma beam. Yep, plasma beam right here. Open this door. This is the Aeon tank I was thinking of. So, Aeon tank acquired. Next up, we are going to be going by the Varia suit? Yep, by the Varia suit. If you see me pausing from time to time, that's because what's happening is the thing's still dropping frames and I'm trying to stop it from doing that. So, right here, we're gonna need more Aeon. And we need the screw attack to get through these blocks. Luckily, we have the screw attack now. And break this open, get a super missile expansion. So, that deals with that. Now let us go back over this way to the other side. And this one took me a little while to do as well. This is the second one that took me a little while to do, a little bit longer than I'd like to admit. And it is over this way. It requires a power bomb in order to break open the door, if I'm remembering correctly. Yep, needs a power bomb, so power bombs away. Open the door. It also requires time stop. So after a while, and after having to farm Aeon for a bit, what you do is Grapple Beam, time stop, shoot the beams, screw attack up to get a power bomb. That is a lot harder and a lot harder to time than you might think. So next up, we are in area 1. That's right. So, we are at the beginning of Area 1. Powerbomb that right there to get an Aeon tank, just in case you don't want to mess with anything else. So, that is an Aeon tank acquired. One of the last Aeon tanks in the game as well. As you can see, our Aeon is filling up quite nicely. So, next let us go down over this way. I'll let us not go down this way, because I think that way leads us to the power-up that we need a little squishy dude for. So, let us climb up the shaft. By where we got Ice Beam, I believe? Yeah, it's down there. No, it's not by Ice Beam, it's by the top right here, but you needed Spazer in order to be able to get this one. And climb on up to get a missile tank expansion. Next stop, we are going to be going by the one of the main doors here. You needed to have the plasma beam in order to get this. You also might need... I don't think you need time stop, because all you just need to do is open the door and then go through. And this one is one of the last Aeon tanks. You also need the gravity suit in order to get this one, but if you are, you know, if you have plasma beam, chances are you have the gravity suit already, right? And it looks like you're gonna need time stop. Goody. But again, you're gonna need time stop if you are getting this far, at least. You know, I thought this episode was gonna be longer. It looks like the last episode was longer. All right. Well, it might be. I think they're about the same length. Right, going through. And Aeon tank acquired. So, let us grapple beam this away. Head on through. And head now towards the beginning area, where, as you can see, there is a lava area. There are 2 upgrades in here. One upgrade, you're going to need to get the gravity suit, as well as the screw attack, in order to be able to get everything. As you can see, that is right there. If I was standing in lava normally, this would hurt a lot. It's a super missile upgrade, so blow this up to get a super missile tank. So, there we go. Next up, come to the top right over here. Don't go through that door yet, because right above here is a missile tank expansion. So that takes care of that. Now let us look at the map. We are almost done with Area 1. We cannot complete Area 1 yet, because it's much like Area 5. We need a little squishy dude in order to get a certain upgrade, which is going to be the last upgrade of the area. Which is kind of a shame, but hey. Actually, I don't really know the reason why they locked it behind that, because honestly, would have made backtracking a little bit less of a pain for the finale. Because then I had to go out of my way to do stuff in the finale. Alright. Time stop it is. Even though I technically didn't need time stop for that. Right here. Power bomb. Going through. Just trying to get to this upgrade down here, which you needed the wave beam to get. And it's inside right here. Don't care. Power bomb. And missile tank acquired. A little wave beam, little bomb jumping here and there. You can get that one easily. So, that's all we can get for Area 1. So let us now head back to the surface of SR388. Where, as you can see, there's a little bit of rocks right there. But we also have things right here. So, go over this way, high jump, get a missile tank expansion. Now go back to where those little rocks were over there. What we're gonna need to do, don't even know why I cut. Because, truth be told, I forgot about this one. Sometimes it's hard when you're looking at the map to remember certain things. Right. Climb on up, climb on up. go. Now we're gonna go on down, break this open. And right here you need a spider ball to get this, which is a missile tank expansion. We are over 200 missiles in, ladies and gentlemen. Which is kind of sad because missiles are not that useful at this point in the game. I would really love if there were some missiles. But right here, we need power bombs in order to get through this area. So power bomb away to get yourself yet another power bomb. Now we're gonna go back near the surface, closer to where we got the morph ball and our first energy tank through that area. And as you can see, there is a door that requires us to have the plasma beam right here. And it contains a super missile. Now we are going to finally head off to the surface of SR388 by our ship. Space jump constantly because there is an area over here. Now this is an area that you would technically go to at end game, but there are upgrades that you can get now that are kind of useful. One of which is right here, and I believe it is going to be a, yes, you need power bombs for this one. So go through here. I believe it's a super missile. Yep, super missile tank. So that takes care of that one. Go down to the bottom here. You also need the spazer in order to be able to get another one of the upgrades that is right over here. Is over on this side. So you need the spazer. Go through here. And this one, I believe, is an Aeon tank. And will be the last upgrade we end up getting inside of this episode. And one of the last upgrades for the game. So, what we need to do, Grapple Beam, go through here again. Grapple Beam. Go up. Grapple Beam. And there's the Aeon tank. As you can see, I flubbed this up a little bit. But as we come to a close on this, in the next part, ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing Area 7 of SR388, the Chozo Laboratory. And we will be close to being done with all the game. We have, I believe, 2 Aeon expansions left in the game. And then we have all the Aeon expansions. In terms of power bombs, we should be missing exactly 3 or 2 of those. In terms of super missiles, we are missing 7. In terms of missiles, I believe we are currently sitting at 210, so we are missing about 54 of those. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Yep, this episode was shorter than the last episode by a lot. I thought this one was gonna be longer than the Demons episode, but still not as long as how the finale is. Anyway, as I mentioned, next time we are going to be going to Area 7 of SR388 and not really doing much, just getting some expansions here and there and then setting up for hunting down the remaining Metroids of the game. So, let's head back to our ship, refill up on ammunition, and I will see you all next time.